My name is Tasha Worth, and this is my Rural Health Grant assignment about Heartland Community Foundation. Heartland Community Foundation serves the Ellis, Rooks, and Trego counties. The organization that I applied for this grant for is in Ellis County. It is for emerging and existing needs of the local communities, and their philosophy that they follow is the idea of a rope, individual fibers braided together to make a stronger whole. They apply this principle to the community with many individuals and groups working together to do what cannot be done alone, and Heartland Community Foundation can enable projects and furthering creative ideas that might unravel without community help and support. So they like to encourage individuals to start a project and to be able to complete the project with the community help and support. And that's where the grants are awarded. Heartland Community, the subject area that they cover the grants for are the 501 nonprofit organizations, which is the organization that I helped complete the grant application for. They also would utilize grants for education, government, religious institutions, individuals, and organizations. They also would support program and program support, operating or general support, endowments, seed money, or capital building and capital, which the capital is what the application that I submitted the project for, because capital is the support of construction or renovation of a facility, which is the project that the Bethesda was wanting to apply the grant to. The funding level for this was the projects and programs that support was health and human service needs, which is highlighted because that's what the Bethesda was utilizing the grant for, is to upgrade the home so that it meets the health and human services of the gentlemen that live there. They would also grant money for arts, including visual and performance, educational opportunities, spirituality, and environment. So a little bit about the history of the organization that I completed the grant application for is called the Bethesda Place. It is based on the home model, and that's where I became involved with this organization. Is I teach community health nursing, and I utilize this as a clinical facility for them to go and learn about the home model. In this home, there are 6 developmentally challenged men that have been brought in by a couple, Shelley and Tom, that decided to help take care of these gentlemen at a younger age and raise them as their own children. And in the process, they have developed a tree farm that they would sell landscaping trees where the men would do the work. They find each one of them and what their strength is, and these men do the work, and then they sell the trees. Then they pay the men the wages for selling the trees, and in a turnaround process, then the men pay rent to be able to live there. So they had to figure out a process that works best for them. But Bethesda believes that the meaning of living together as they grow trees for local landscaping, development plants, and tend gardens to nourish themselves and others. And they've created this inspirational community to which 2 is better than 1. As the current residents of Bethesda Place age, it is their hope that they can encourage others with disabilities, that by following their example of hard work and humility, they can continue the contribution to the betterment of the community, and the people will clearly see what great assets they are. And that's what they believe, is that we each have our own unique strength, and we each have our own unique purpose, and then just finding that purpose and how we can serve the community together. But some of these men are in their 50s and 60s, so as they are aging, the home needs to be remodeled to be able to accommodate. For instance, one of them is now using a walker. They are now having some incontinence issues, and so the majority of the house is carpet, and they need to replace the carpet with some laminate flooring to make it more sanitary and then easier to move around with walkers or wheelchairs so it's not a fall hazard. And so that was the purpose of this grant, was to apply to help receive funding to be able to update the flooring in the house for these gentlemen, because ideally they do not want them to have to end up into a nursing home. They would really like for them to be able to continue to live at the Bethesda home. The timeline for this project was that I actually had a deadline for the grant application of November 15th of this year, and then the grant was reviewed December 4th, and then we found out on December 6th that we did receive partial part of the grant funds. They plan for the project demolition and remodel to start December 20th, and they would like to have it fully completed by February 1st. They would like for the majority of the work to be done while the gentlemen are out of the house so it doesn't disrupt their life and their living, and so they plan to take them on a vacation and have the house remodeled while the gentlemen are away. The references that I use for this assignment is the Bethesda Place website and then also the Heartland Community Foundation website. Thank you and have a good day.